Howdy campers, my name's Arthur Knowledge, and welcome to my new show, Camp Cheddar. There's a lot of people out there who either focus on serious critiques or genuinely bad movies. But I'm here to talk about the best schlock out there. We're gonna be roasting and toasting the cheesiest of movies and TV shows around this campfire.
I just wanted to tell you both, good luck. We're all counting on you.
Oh yeah. Time to nosedive into this video's subject. Airplane.
Airplane is commonly thought of as a spoof of the movie Airport, but it was actually a spoof of an earlier disaster movie called 0 Hour from 1957. In some cases, barely masking what is lifted from that film.
Oh what, you don't believe me? I'll prove it. You'll see. Both films center around an ex-pilot boarding a plane to try and reconcile with their ex-lover. And then they have to land the plane when the pilots and the passengers fall ill. Does that sound familiar? Say maybe like the plot of Airplane? If it does, you get a gold star for paying attention. If it doesn't, you get a frowny face for not having seen either film. And you don't get juice before nap time.
Oh, and it keeps going. Name of the protagonist in 0 Hour? Ted Stryker. Name of the character in Airplane? Ted Stryker. Oh, you think that's just one lazy thing? Let me keep going. Love interest in 0 Hour? Ellen. Love interest in Airplane? Elaine. The only things to add are co-pilot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Johnny on the Ground.
There's a sale at Penny's!
Remember when gay people were easy punchlines? Those were the days. Granted, I make fun of fellow gay people possibly more than anyone else. Sparkles!
With that in mind, Airplane blossomed into something much bigger and overtook 0 Hour to the point where most viewers don't even know that the spoof isn't the original. And it's with good reason. Airplane is one of the most influential comedies in American cinema ever made.
Whether or not you've seen the movie, you have definitely seen the impact from it. Family Guy spoofs it all the time. Scary Movie 3 straight up stole Leslie Nielsen's character from it. And just about every sight gag or punchline-based movie has some inspiration from it.
And that was the key to Airplane's success. There are more jokes crammed into the 90-minute runtime than anything that doesn't have the name Chuck Jones or Tex Avery attached to it.
We've got sight gags! Ridiculous dialogue!
Surely there must be something you can do.
I'm doing everything I can. And stop calling me Shirley.
And wacky characters!
Oh, it's a big, pretty white plane with red stripes and curtains in the window and wheels, and it looks like a big Tylenol.
I will defend to the death that Johnny is amazing. Don't you dare take this gay guy from me. Sparkles!
To list the number of jokes would take all day, because frankly the longest time between bits is probably 20 seconds. Even something serious like a drinking problem, or an anxiety attack, or someone slowly dying.
Something I want to mention before I go further is the actor who plays the Doctor. Leslie Nielsen is now well known for comedy roles, having been the star of The Naked Gun, Dracula Dead and Loving It, and playing the same bumbling joke machine in 1,000,001 other side roles and cameos throughout the years. However, before Airplane, he was more well known for serious roles in shows like Columbo and Kung Fu. Kinda weird to see him make such a career change. But those of you who have seen this movie, you're probably wondering why I'm not talking about the more common gags. Well, hold your horses, I'm getting to that. Seriously, hold on to your horses. They'll run everywhere on the trail if you don't. That's a cowboy joke.
The key to a lot of the jokes that are memorable is as the movie goes on, a lot of them build off one another and contain multiple layers. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar isn't just a basketball player cameoing in a movie. He goes on a gigantic rant to a young fan about getting crap, and then is finally dragged out of the movie ready for the next Lakers game. You're watching the NBA playoffs on ESPN. To continue watching on this flight, please swipe your credit card and give us more money, because fuck you, customer. Though the one I absolutely have to talk about is the one about the old lady who speaks jive. It's funny enough, little old white lady is well versed in black culture, easy joke. However, what pushes this over the edge is who the actor is playing that woman. That, my friends, is Barbara Billingsley, who gained fame being Mrs. Cleaver, aka the mom, on Leave It to Beaver, who perhaps is the last person on Earth you'd expect to have that knowledge.
For those kids who may be watching my show, and you really shouldn't, you should be at least 16, Leave It to Beaver was a 1950s TV show about a kid who was a giant wiener and how, golly gee willikers, he had adventures in milquetoast suburbia. It was cheesy, it was corny, and once again the kid was a giant wiener. Now back to the Jokey McJoke Flangmabob show!
Though not all the jokes have aged that well. I already mentioned Johnny, who's a flamboyant gay stereotype, who exists largely as a punching bag, and the jokes about Hare Krishnas are really dated as they have long been replaced by other religious groups for the same joke, but the big eyesore is an ongoing joke between the pilot and a young boy who visits the cockpit.
You ever seen a grown man naked? You like movies about gladiators? Have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
Yeah, these days making that kind of joke isn't as light-hearted. You see, usually you hear that kind of material from either Law & Order SVU or something on the Lifetime or the Hallmark Channel. And we all know those are laugh riots! Crap. Now I'm going to have some edgelord telling me that I live in the Arctic wilderness or something. That's what they do, right? Call us intense icicles or snowy Jotunheim waterbenders? Hang on, I'm gonna have to check Urban Dictionary to see if that's right.
But despite all the problems there are with Airplane, it remains one of the funniest movies out there and a gigantic influence on modern comedy and cinema. Without it, we would likely have no MST3K, no Simpsons, no Seth MacFarlane, no South Park, the list goes on and on. While it did eventually end up partly responsible for Friedberg and Stelzer, you know, the guys who made this travesty, this tragedy, and this testament to evil and humanity, at its core, the Zucker brothers created a one-of-a-kind gem of a movie that has a lasting impact on funny media no one can or should deny. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. And if you have, watch it again. Because it's funny.
Airplane is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a quintessential staple of geek media, and it's something every dork, dweeb, nerd, and freak should see. And it's always welcome at Camp Cheddar. Hey, I said the title! Anyways, I'm Arthur Knowledge, and I'll catch you later. This was hard work. It took me 3 years to put out something new. Do I really want to keep doing this? Oh hey, what's on the Videomatron?
You gotta keep making videos. What do you think I don't pay you for? You gotta keep making...
It's been like 3 decades since the last Arthur Knowledge video, and I want another one.
You gotta keep making videos, man. You don't know what this...
Without your videos, what will I talk to my therapist about? You gotta put out more content, man. Don't make the same mistakes I made, for the love of God. Ugh. Who are you again?
Well, if people on the internet demand it, I have to do it. Let's make it happen, Captain!
Hey everybody, thanks for watching this thing I did. If you enjoyed listening to me ramble on about a flying majiggy comedy movie thing, then hit that thumbs up button and share it with your friends so maybe they'll also get a laugh out of this gay guy being a jackass. If you want to see more, subscribe and maybe check out the stuff I did years ago if you're ready to cringe. I personally don't think it's that great, but the kids seem to like it. Thank you so much to my internet buddies for showing up at the end there. And seeing your cameos is it's a great way to inspire me again. It's so good to be back to making videos after years away, and I plan on making many more. Catch you next time.
Get a hold of yourself, Arthur. You gotta keep making videos. Unlike me, I'm retired, so I'm just gonna keep playing Overwatch. Can you get on the point, Hanzo?